get back like I said until yeah. Bam.
Boom, 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 boom. Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube, man? We back for another one, man. Do you be listening though? That's what we trying to find out today, man. Today's topic, man, is just something that need to be talked about. It's we got questions and we need answers, man. You know what I mean? Uh, has snitching become cool? I got my boy Tone in the building with me tonight. We trying to get more people to want to come up and join and chime in, or maybe just hit the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to come up and be on camera. We understand that, but yeah, man, you already know, man. Let's get this on the road, man. You know how we come in.
Drip. You ain't never seen shit this fly in your lifetime. It feel like I'm on a mountainside. Yeah, I'm fucking high. Niggas hate cause they left behind. Yeah, they left behind. Whip fly, but I never drive. Let her do that. That's right. Nigga rolling up. I am. Gun in my lap. Chopper in the back. If it come to that. Yeah. Cause these pussy niggas will try. I ain't having none of that. And I'm the type of nigga that don't mind taking it to the max. I don't. Macaroni all around me. Goddamn, man, the swag is so astounding, yeah.
Tone, you in the building? Where you at, Tone?
Live and direct. I'm here. What's going on, Brian? What's going on, family? What's going on, everybody?
What's the word, man? What's the word, man? Tell them how you feeling tonight, man.
Man, I'm feeling blessed, brother. Once again, we back. Thank you for the invite, and peace and blessings to you and your family. Sending
Yeah,
out
man.
some feelings to the community.
Same here,
To
same
my
here.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, you already know, man. Love.
Man, you said it's snitching cool. Has
It
snitching
it seemed
become
like it seemed like that's something that's cool now. It's acceptable. It's popular. I never thought I'd see a day where snitching was popular, man.
right? Because it was like a popular culture, 6ix9ine and all of that made it a popular culture.
Yeah.
It became something that was a popular part of this little new breed stuff. But for me, snitching is never gonna be cool because if you're a part of a crime, and you out there doing what you do, and you get caught up, and your mans don't get caught up, because y'all in the crime together.
Mm-hmm.
Tell on them for your own sake to get out a couple, whatever time early, and that's the lowest form of a person because even in the Bible, Judas Iscariot was a rat, and Jesus said he called him the lowest person. And he sent him to Golgotha, the land of the dead. So snitching is terrible. Is if you know what you're doing, then if you know what you're doing when you're doing it, then you should know what's going to be the repercussions after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I think the snitching is something that's kind of like it's not talked about in the right light. It's being paid, to be like a game. When people's lives are at stake, yeah, your life was at stake when you did what you were supposed to do. So now your life got to be at stake when you're paying for the crime.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But I do got one question though. Do you think, because I know it ain't no honor amongst thieves and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But just say like scenario, if a nigga know that was his shit, should he take it as a man and don't leave you hanging?
So, all right, I'm gonna give you a real scenario. So I know a cat,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get on into the nitty-gritty owning the show. I ain't gonna give away the jewels right away, but I know a guy, man. He was riding in the car and he had a rental car, and he was driving the rental car, and the other guy jumped in, picked him up. They was all, gang ties or whatever the case may be, and then they got pulled over. They was already kind of being watched, and he kind of stuck it under the seat,
Okay.
And when he stuck it under the seat, basically he said, don't say nothing. So when they went downtown or whatever the case may be, the guy said it wasn't mine. So then the other guy said it wasn't, he didn't have anything to say.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't say it wasn't his, he just said he didn't have anything to say. So once the guy said it wasn't mine, he initially and immediately implemented the next person because there's only two people in the car.
Right.
So in that situation, now when he said it's not mine, and then it has to be his, and then of course the feds is not going to hold it back and ask you, well, whose is it? They're going to ask you, whose is it if it ain't yours then? And of course you got to say something if you're already talking. So of course the guy got out. I mean, he probably got out in about, a couple months or a month or whatever the case may be, but he did eventually get out and the other guy did time. Now in that situation, and he picked him up, did he have something? Well, maybe he did because they affiliated, So
right.
when in that same situation, should he had just kept his mouth shut? Yes, because when you doing crime, you shut the fuck up. You shut up. You don't say nothing. So then what would have been the scenario had they shut up? Because people like to say, oh man, you gotta say something. Why? Why do you have to say anything? You're not bound by law to say anything.
Exactly.
They tell you don't say nothing. So they not said anything, and by default, you get a good lawyer. They could have just said that it was in a rental car already. They would have had to fight it. Of course, they probably both would have lost, and they both would have done time.
Yeah.
So is that snitching? For me, I don't get in nobody's car if I know they already, on the back side.
Because I think a lot of times, you know better. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how bad you might need a ride. I don't care. Like, you just know who this person is, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't act oblivious to this, man. You know what I mean? So that was wrong place, wrong time for your choices. You know what I mean? In a way, to me. You know what I mean? But other people won't see it. Other people won't see it like that. They just want to fall victim and be victim. You know what I mean? And say, well, this is circumstances that I didn't. Like, you know what I mean? That's crazy work.
Right. So I don't go with that, man. So then, it's just like if you hop in a car with somebody and they carry guns and you're a felon, what you gonna say when you get pulled over and and it's not your gun? You had no business being in the car with them. Now you're going down to do 5 years because most federal felons get time off the top for being around the gun. So a lot of this stuff they just taking for a joke, and then they made it to where they left the door open for snitches because they allow certain laws to pass to where if you get caught up and you're already soft, you're gonna tell anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna tell on anything. You can have a gun, and then that gun just leading to the next, next issue. Now you got pills in the car, you got fatty in the car, you got lean in the car, whatever the case may be, whatever the drug is of choice. But at the same token, snitching is something that's a bad character trait, and I think we know character traits when we see these people. We know who ain't solid and who can't hold up.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I always I don't know, man. I always just seen that. I don't think you gotta be street to see that as some bullshit. You know what I mean? Because they be like, oh, well, they a civilian, they can do this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always, because you get mad if like, say if you live in an apartment complex and somebody called and say you making too much noise. You know what I'm saying? Or like when you was a kid, you'd be like, why you telling me the mommy and daddy is da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been something that's just kind of like indoctrinated in us to not do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't really kind of like spare civilians too at the same time. Like, you know what I
Well,
mean? But
well,
I
I
do
wouldn't.
in a way, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's even a place and a time for them too as well.
I mean, we got levels to it. I think, right? Tattletale. If you
Hmm.
just running and telling your mama, what you done did, that's another.
Right.
You got the neighbor, like you say, banging on the wall or whatever the case may be. But if he banging his wife head against the wall, or he banging her head against the wall, I don't think you can see through the wall. But at the same token, if she came out and told you that, help me,
Yeah.
will we help her? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. I
you know,
feel that though. I
but
feel
still,
that.
no, some people will say that snitching though. You should stay out them people business.
I don't know though. Like, I wouldn't call the police for that though.
Well, some people might not be police callers anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I'm
So,
not.
right. Well, then you got the case when you just said a witness. So a civilian to me can't snitch.
I'd rather offer that help if she called the police. But that's if she want to call them. Because if she ran to call the police, that means she couldn't do it in there. You feel what I'm saying? So, but if that's the case, why she ain't call the police in the house or whatever? But this time she tried to call the police. That means she ain't never had a chance to call the police in the house. So she ran. So this time she can finally call the police. Now I would be like, hey man, just chill, man, just slide or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? She about to call the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they handle that however they handle it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't about to be like, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, fuck that. I'm cool.
yeah. You can look at that two ways. For me, today, if I was to see it happen, I didn't see it happen because I can't see things like that in general. I'm not going to even pay attention close enough to my neighbor enough to see if
Exactly.
it's happening
Exactly.
anyway.
Yeah.
So, but if they outside in the yard, now I'm a witness. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just sit there and then he hit his wife with a shovel and I don't call the police.
No, that's crazy. That's
I'm not going out there though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
yeah,
going
facts.
to stop
Yeah,
him.
I ain't got time for
I'm not going to say nothing to
that.
him about it. I'm not
Yeah,
going to say nothing about it. So I
right.
think that there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? To the mischief or to the mayhem. If you witnessing, if you whatever the case may be, it's still a little air of should I do it or not? Like you said, even as a civilian, should you be opening up your mouth on things that you see? I don't.
Right.
So, but yeah, man, snitching been going on since the beginning of time, man. So I looked it up a little bit. Like I said, Judas Iscariot, he sold Jesus out for 30 pieces of silver. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he hung himself. And then in the Roman era, it was called Delortes, and they rewarded they snitches. But most of the snitches that they rewarded eventually got executed. So in medieval times, let me see. I think they said Brutus told on Julius Caesar. So snitching has been here from the beginning of the time. The thing about it is that for me is why I understand it so well is because it says I'll put it in such a way, but it should say I mean these numbers ain't really no big deal to me no more. But you see what that say right there?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a United States of America versus Anthony Scott.
United States of America. We got a special guest up here, man. And we got Il Grammy back in the building. And
Okay.
this and people, I want to tell y'all, if y'all got something to say, man, y'all want to come up, discuss things or stuff like that, man. Y'all more than welcome, man. Hit that comment section, man, and we gonna do a Q&A. We got a Q&A coming up. If y'all got questions, answers y'all want, we'd be willing to answer for y'all to the best of our ability and stuff, man. What's going on, Il Grammy?
Peace, peace. What's up, y'all? What's up, Tom? What's up,
What up
man?
with you? What up with you, Il?
How y'all
You
doing,
got it.
man?
Blessed, brother. We just was talking about it snitching cool. And I just was about to go down a rabbit hole. I guess it wasn't time for that rabbit hole. So
No, man, you already know, man. I love to be enlightened. Catch me up.
catch you up. Well, we was talking about at this point, we was talking about Judas Iscariot, how snitching was starting off from the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? And how during those times, most snitches got killed. You know what I'm saying? And then we was coming to the point of the relevance of should you be, snitching or is it witnessing? Did you see a crime and now you should you be, witnessing? And I think that as adults, witnessing and snitching is a little bit different. But where I was gonna go with mine was I'm gonna put it back up here so you can see it again. So that's what that say, Ill?
The United States of America versus Anthony Scott.
Right.
The culprit. Dun, dun, dun.
Right. So with that being said, I got firsthand understanding on, snitching because somebody snitched on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I didn't snitch on somebody else. I didn't turn snitch because they asked me. They took me down there. You know what I'm saying? We go into the details on another show, but at the same time, they asked me, you can come down here. You got 5 hours. We can let you out. What you know? Like you were saying, one scenario was you don't say nothing. I didn't even tell them what my name was.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that yay or nay because the time I served was for what I did. So I could just be honest. The time I served was for what I did. So accept the responsibility.
Yeah,
I got 10 years.
You got to stand up on what you stand on.
Exactly. Some say that's snitching on yourself, but at the same
time, I've been a victim of snitching, like even a few years ago, but it was basically illegal search and seizure, so I never know who even sent them my way. You understand what I'm saying? So snitching come in many kinds of forms and shit, though. You know what I'm saying? You never know who hating, who thinking they doing the right thing, protecting. But what everybody know if you busting the move with somebody, man, everybody know what's violation. That go back to hide go seek. If you had playing hide go seek and you had across from me and the person who it come through, you don't knock the point across from you. like you feel what I'm saying? So it's common sense. It's embedded.
I'm gonna throw a good one out there for you then, Ill, because I think it'll be a perfect time while you feeling good. So to take one elder to another. How you feel about snitching on a dead man?
Oh man, I really don't feel like that's a real topic. I don't feel like a snitch. I feel like that's an advantage. That's a advantage gangster. That's a advantage team. Like anybody else who's doing all that extra dramatic, to me, I feel like you just being extra, man. Like for real, man. Like, come on, man. You just being too extra, man. That's the game, man. Come on, who wouldn't want to? If my brother, this my brother right here. If I'm dead, nigga, put it all on me.
Right. That's because he froze. Ill, you froze.
Yeah, he froze out.
Okay, well,
I'm like,
there you go. Oh, he came back. You froze for a minute.
Some of these guys are just Superman. They super with it, man. Like, come on, man. Like, who
let me give you a scenario then, Ill. Let me give you a scenario because I asked you that question for real. I 100% disagree with that. So why I 100% disagree with that? You being his brother, yeah, you told him that today. So preferably he don't have no reason to have to go do that.
Exactly.
Whether dead or alive. But I 100% disagree with that.
Why is that?
100% disagree with that because I was in the same scenario. It was like, hey man, such and such, right? I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, he did, right? He was like, yeah. He was like, well, tell on him and we can get you out. I'm like, what?
Oh no, it was something.
Let me finish, bro. Let me finish with you 1,000% on this one. Because when I grew up under a code, bro, when my cousins put me in the game, when they came from Cali and they told me what it was, they said a plea deal was snitching. They say you couldn't even take a plea deal. So what in the hell I'm gonna sit up there and look like a rat to somebody else when I'm sitting up there telling on the nigga in court whether he dead or alive? I get out and I don't have that same integrity no more.
Damn, so they want you to testify on the dead man, huh? They want you to take stands and shit. I ain't even look at it like that. Like I'm just taking it as like, what it be, man? Y'all better investigate the other way. Maybe y'all was right going to the right. But no, I really can't see myself like just taking a stand, period, though. Like, that's just all honesty, man. I've been trying to test it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't see myself just taking a
T.I. got
stand.
up there and did that. T.I. got up there and
Yeah, I got up there and did that.
I mean, like, I kind of respect. I mean, like, I kind of respect it. It's a case by case scenario, like real
and
shit.
I can never respect that because
I don't look at it like I don't look at it like now if you damaging this man's brand by doing that, that's a whole nother thing. But
you damaging your own brand when you open up your mouth against another man on any action or anything.
Yeah, but like you literally testifying against somebody. You saying like putting like if they
got to.
No, I ain't looking. See, I ain't looking at it like that. I'm looking at like if you got. I'm looking at it as individual. I'm looking at it. I ain't looking at it as like you got a Cody or nothing of the sort. I'm looking at it like y'all two bust a move.
Look at this. You see that shit right there? Look.
I'm looking at no code offended.
That shit say grit team right there, right?
Yeah.
But you see what that shit say, bro?
Yeah, that's a game.
That shit say
that's a gang
street gang, violent street gangs, right?
See, look, I'm answering as an individual.
So this motherfucker say, you see the motherfucker say, it say what that say? Protect the identity.
Yeah.
So that mean the motherfucker telling on you, bro.
Motherfucker told on you. Yeah.
That mean the motherfucker telling on you. So when you open up your man, I mean, don't get me wrong now. Wrong is wrong. If you're doing wrong, you're gonna get
no. I'm looking at it as an individual standpoint. I ain't looking at you like you got no co-conspirator. Your co-conspirator is in the grave. That's how I'm looking at it. I ain't looking at it like me and you about to go ahead and just throw the bucket over there like that. I'm looking at it as me and him bust a move. Me and you bust a move, and shit went left my way, and they nabbed you. Like shit, I was just giving that nigga a ride, man. Shit, that was on him. Whatever the fucking case may be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, do that.
All right, now check this out.
I ain't looking at it like, oh, shit, no,
this,
he was the real mastermind. This shit bigger than Nino Brown. Hell no, nigga.
So you know how they do it? You know, they put everything in stenograph. So when you go to court, they put everything on the paper, right? They stenograph that shit, right? So when they stenograph that shit, a lot of motherfuckers say, oh, I ain't tell because they shit don't say 5K1. You know what I'm saying? 5K1 say they gonna work for the police on any condition in any state at any time. So or they have Rule 35B, where they say Rule 35B say you ain't telling no other case, but you told on all the players in your own case. So when they don't see that shit on the paperwork, a nigga think it's cool. So just because the nigga that I was with dead and we was pulling a move together, and now I say, yeah, it was his, and that shit go down in the paperwork. Now I'm still a snitch. So then sometimes
on your jacket, yeah.
Some shit on the jacket. Yeah, so then the motherfucker say, well, it ain't on my paperwork. Then you read the person's paperwork and you read it the right way, because in the prison system, like Cuffy spoke out against Meech, in prison system, they used to have a PSI party to where you got to bring your PSI to the front.
I wanted to bring that up too, man. The 50 verse BMF shit, man.
Right. So you had the PSI party to where you got to bring your PSI out, and then you have an inmate lawyer look at it, and then the inmate lawyer say at the back, he say the judge asked the prosecutor, is there any room for downward departure? And then say yes. So
break down this BMF versus 50 shit, 50 verse BMF shit. The Tina Cohen's being the third party snitch.
Right, so third party snitch is the same thing that happened with me, right? So third party snitch is saying that I know the plays on the street because I'm still on the street, and then I tell my homegirl, my homeboy, anybody they ain't in the business. I tell them to go bust the play. Their name is never mentioned. Their name is never mentioned, but the play still works because I'm the one orchestrated it from the joint or from ever. So with Cuffy joint, when I don't have to hear nothing. When I heard the shit from prison, when he said, yeah, the nigga ratted. So in prison, if a nigga say you ratted, you can easily go holler at the nigga co-defendant or whatever the case may be. This nigga didn't pull, he breaking bad bread on you. So they gonna step to that man for that shit. But for him to say that shit from prison, so it's just like with 50 Cent. That's a dry shit. That's a dry snitching snake. He's a snake, but he lets you know what he is. So like with Homo and 50, he mentioned him, but Homo was dead already. But did he snitch? Yeah, he snitched. because he told it in a record. You see what I'm saying? So to me, them is just two rats playing rat games. You know, meet your rat. You know,
it ain't like he ain't know he was a rat before he started dealing with him.
Yeah, but 50 for the
That's
money.
what I'm saying. Like 50
for the money.
50 knew that nigga was a rat
He
before
knew
he
he was a
started
rat.
fucking with him.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, however, like allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Right, allegedly.
Allegedly,
right.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, because they ain't nothing but a bunch of niggas with some money, man, doing sneaky shit, man. So
exactly. It's like, you know, and then they trick bag us and put us in a little circle like we you know, because we talking about it now, I'm playing devil's advocate, then have us talk about it versus
So I'm gonna ask that question they asked Cam long time ago. If you had a serial killer living next door, you know what I'm saying?
Would you tell on him?
Would you tell on him?
Yeah, because that's a witness. I'm witnessing. You know, I'm witnessing, but I'm gonna ask you a different.
How I know that nigga a serial killer is the question.
Right.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question in that's kind of cool because if you in a grocery store and you got a known shooter in the grocery store and every nigga got a pistol, what you gonna do?
What you mean the known shooter? Like
a known shooter? Like what you mean? Like a terrorist threat type nigga? Like you know he about to shoot this bitch up?
Yeah.
I might get the fuck out of there because I seen the video when they orchestrated that shit so smooth, where a dude tried to play hero and run up, and the bitch was walking behind him with an empty stroller, blew his shit. Bam! They was really like 5 deep in that bitch. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm getting the fuck out the Dodge. I ain't here to play hero. I mean, I don't want to see nobody injured or hurt or no shit like that. And I'm not heartless to not give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna care. I'm definitely evading about that bitch. It's gonna be alerted anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's like a different kind of scenario. Like, I'm gonna fuck away from.
Let me.
That's just like if a nigga walk out like when you know a nigga mad in the hood. It's like when you know a nigga heated. You know, like you just know this nigga ain't said shit to nobody. He heated as fuck, and you know what he on. He just took that L or whatever, and he been that corner. You know that nigga might just get the blowing. I'm getting the fuck out of there when he pull up. When he get out the car and he get to moving and acting like I'm going the other way because I know this nigga might get to letting off. It's the same difference. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't about to warn everybody like, hey, y'all know this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
they should know.
Yeah, like, shit, you know, to get the fuck out of the way if you know a nigga dangerous. Like, shit, like, So like that, yeah. Far as
once again, man, I ain't even with it, man. Look, but you know, like for me, when you say that, so a scenario happened. You know, I'm a barber, so motherfucker run up in a barber shop and they want to ice, you know, a nigga that's in the chair.
Yeah, I ain't had my beard here since you blessed me, man.
Okay, I do remember that.
Yeah. I ain't had my beard here since you blessed me, man.
Yeah, for sure. You know, free promo. You know, barbershop. You know, but if a cat walk in the barbershop, I'm gonna keep it to the scenario that I was at. Because if they walk into the grocery store and you run out, I'm gonna be like, damn, ew, you know. But you know, for me, how I carry it, you know, I'm 50, bro, and I've been through a lot of shit. I'm about to get down on this cat. You know what I'm saying? Because like my army dude asked me, he said, how you know how to shoot so well? I said, nigga, in Gary, we shot at the stop signs. So I can shoot, you know what I'm saying? But at the same token, I'm not about to let the innocent bystander sit up there and just get shot and I got a pistol. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got these pistols nowadays and everybody running. You know what I'm saying? So I just said that because, you know, I would feel like if a person is a shooter and somebody leave and they leave out, are they gonna tell? Should they tell? That's a witness. That's a real witness. That's where that's what I was really going. I was really going there with it.
Yeah. Like I believe I'll say something. I believe like, man, it's a dude in there going crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I definitely probably was, that's only human, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a savage, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
you know, I was a savage, you know what I'm saying? But right now I'm self-realized, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not a savage.
We talked about that before though. We talked about that because it's like how do we gauge, you know, the audience and what we say? You know, well, for me, because I'm coming on a platform as a self-realized being, a person that's trying to raise my consciousness to a different level, I can kind of talk about how I was in that mud. You see what I'm saying? So when I say I was in that mud, I was in the mud. So you know what I'm saying? Because we talked about the Kabbalah the other day. So the opposite side of the Kabbalah of the tree of life is the Kaliphoth. So now you can talk about the dark forces, the dark spirits that people, worship when they on a dark side. You see what I'm saying? So for me, when I was on the dark side worshiping, we coming. Is Anna, is whatever the case may be. So even on this platform, it's like, what do we say? Do we temper ourselves? I only could die, this probably like what, my fourth or fifth life, so I'm self-realized coming to the point now to where if I died, then you didn't kill nothing but the body. So I'm not what I'm gonna say is real. What I'm gonna say is from my heart, and it's a passion behind it because I kind of been through it. So for me, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a savage with them if that's the case. If they come in. So for me, snitching was always off the board.
I'm getting the fuck out of there of a mass shooter in the grocery store.
Yeah,
I'm getting the fuck out of there. I ain't on that shit.
I'm cool with you though.
Hey man, my name ring bells like I lost my keys. Hey, old work is no work, man. Trust me, man. Old work is no work. My name ring bells like I lost my keys. I'm getting the fuck up out of there.
I got two things. I got two things to say, y'all. So the first thing I want to say is that our last build was so powerful that we got blocked.
Right.
How y'all feel about that, man? I think it's deeper than what they try to say, but it's cool. You know what I mean? They just gave us a warning. But I think we hit the algorithm, y'all. I think we did that.
For sure. I feel like with your brother up here, it made us more powerful as men. When you put men in a circle and we dominating conversations and we ain't weak and we ain't arguing, we ain't trying to fight. I think that you pull an energy so powerful to where when you have a small message, because 50 people in one room is a lot when they raise their hand. You see what I'm saying? 10 people in a room is a lot. So you got 3 powerful men that's willing to stand up, on what they understand. You know what I'm saying? And willing to change if that need be. So when what we put out yesterday was so powerful to the point to where it was decoding the system. So we decoded the system. So when you decode the system and you tell them what to look for, like I see the blue. So blue is calming. Blue is generative. Blue is comforting. So when you start to tell the science behind the way things work, so I see the black and white, which is balance. So when you start talking about science and how things work and how they play the tricks on the masses, then it becomes a complete misunderstanding for the algorithm. So you say some Cold Wars, we don't know what we said because we was coming so natural. So
Agent
I agree, man.
Agent Smith done attacked our shit. You glitch in the matrix.
I agree.
But that's cool though, man. That mean y'all got the energy heading into the right direction, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all standing out, man. That means somebody talking about y'all off a word of mouth. The phone probably heard somebody talking about it, so go. But like just keep going and keep going. But this what I want to highlight too. As much as people try to downgrade snitching and shit like that, like not downgrade snitching, but downgrade standing up, being a stand-up guy and shit. Because I believe it's different between a snitch and a rat. Also, people gotta understand that too. There's a big difference between a snitch and a rat. You know what I'm saying? Because like we all outside in life, a rat do anything to get out of any situation, man.
Okay, all right, okay.
You know how they do.
Okay. Talk about that because
just like
I want to ask the second question I wanted to ask was what's in the title is has snitching become cool? You know what I mean? Because it seemed to be glorified now. You got people like Charleston White and trying to influence people to tell. You got YSL Woody. He known for snitching, but now he famous. You got you got the Gunna situation. They saying that like Young Thug really kind of it's a lot going on, but it's still people still being celebrated. You come from 6ix9ine, they made all kind of excuses for him. So what you got to say about that,
man? So for me, you just brought up 6ix9ine. For me, it's say the rise of social media and the fame-seeking culture like Tekashi 6ix9ine. It has changed the landscape of snitching to where the rules don't apply no more. Some debts are only paid in blood. So that's what I wrote about it. Some days are only paid in
Some
blood.
days only played in blood. Sometimes people don't get it to the end, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they go die slow or some shit. You mean? But like I won't necessarily say it's cool, man. I'll say it's just acceptable to these new terms and these new players out here.
Right.
It's the same game, man. Niggas still getting tatted up and, you know what I'm saying, knocked down for that shit and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, but the telling at this all-time high so much that you can't even show your distaste or discern for a rat without being under the microscope or being next to be attacked. You know what I'm saying?
Also in today's culture, you just because you got an opinion, you automatically a hater.
Yeah, but that's beyond the fact that you when you give an opinion on stuff like that, man, we ain't up here just giving our opinion on that, man. We stay in principles and what we stand on and morality behind the reason why we don't accept or condone snitching. You understand what I'm saying? We not up here just saying like, oh no, I would have did it too. Oh no, they did him wrong. They was fucking his baby mama. Like when you hear motherfuckers get to making excuses and shit like that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's character versus character. It's too many people. There's too many people in one room mixing up. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody didn't have a right to an opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll make your mouth bleed, man. Shut up. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, who you laughing at? Everybody can laugh with you, motherfucker. He gonna beat you up out of everybody. Nigga getting roasted down to the ground. Yeah. You pick that one nigga, like, who you laughing at? You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody didn't have a right to an opinion, man. Yeah. Not even a right to laugh for that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so so now you got all this smorgasbord of characters. And like we were just talking about, smorgasbord of characters, man, because you got them all in one. But you want to be everything. Everybody want to be a jack of all trades.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And then they play their cards in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? Like we were saying recently, it's the one dude from the hood that ain't never bust a lick, ain't fought nobody. He soft as fuck, but he got a big ass family. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And his best friend is snitch. You feel what I'm saying? So either way it go. You knock him down, he sacrifices himself for a snitch best friend. Now his family standing up, they don't care about that principle shit. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
They call that shit safe snitching.
Yeah, that shit.
That's what it's called now, safe snitching.
That shit tatted on my arm. Stop snitching, start riding, man. That shit tatted in my flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? I thank God I ain't never went to trial, nigga. I copped out for everything. You know what I'm saying? I stand up on mine, nigga. I know what I did, man. You feel what I'm saying? I did my nickel strong, day for day. You feel what I'm saying? No good days. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, just hold yourself accountable out here. Like I said, there's a difference between rats too, because you got to think about the rats out here too. The ones who just like, they greedy, they so greedy, they telling on competition and shit. You know what I'm saying? They
both of them are still wrong.
Yeah, they still wrong, but they still different. They come in different shades and forms and shit. You got haters who dry snitch indirectly and shit, get the eye put on you. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you got niggas, you can snitch on a nigga to the stick-up kids. It's all kinds of different ways you can snitch on the nigga. Nigga go blow down like, man, that nigga.
Snitch on yourself.
Yeah, you can snitch on yourself. Like,
ain't a neighbor. Hey, God asked him, did you kill your brother? He said, am I my brother's keeper?
You
know I'm wrong. You know I'm in the wrong. Why you ask me that?
You feel what I'm saying?
You know,
so there's many forms of the snitching shit. It's just different characteristics, different shades. Everybody knows civilians is off limits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But completely. I mean, like,
you don't think it's still a time and place?
I feel like civilians shouldn't stick their nose into people's business. Yeah. But if you dragging it out in they lane in they world, see, that's what makes the shit so fucked up now. Like, people don't.
So you mean to tell me if I'm a homeowner on my block and a nigga come on my block selling dope, and I used to sell dope, and they told on me for selling dope, and I paid my taxes, I cut my grass.
No, you can't tell the police. No, nigga, you knew the property value before you moved over there.
Citizen now.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. You knew the property value before you moved over there. That's what I'm saying. You're sticking your nose in people's business. See, I led with that.
How you even know he's selling dope? How you know?
Sticking your nose in people's business.
I'm just talking shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I said earlier, I'm not even looking too hard in the neighbor's yard anyway, you know?
Yeah, that's like how you know you're a serial. How the fuck you know you're a serial killer? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So it's just like, no, like it's just like, you know, but it's different now. Y'all, these motherfuckers doing shit with no taste and classless and shit.
Well, you know what? They just knocked Alpo Martinez off in 2021. So they still knocking them off.
They still knocking them off. That's what I'm saying.
Knocking them off.
It's still going on out here and shit, but you can't. But like motherfuckers.
Wait. So wait, I got a question now because that's a good point. Niggas still get knocked off.
That's what I said earlier.
Like Anthony Jones, Detroit, YBI, Detroit.
So
do you right now.
Do you think the fame is protecting the new snitches?
Yeah, basically
the fame, the police protecting us,
the social media, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Protection. So the witness protection is protecting them because you already know that if you get enough money within that and you paying the industry, they gonna protect you. So then you got the other niggas that you paying that's gonna protect you. Because remember, the snitch is the nigga that got the money. Remember the nigga snitched, he got out, and he still, riding around here good with the little Gucci and shit on with the chain, and he flossing. So they get money with this nigga. So that's the fucked up part about it now is that the niggas that's out here getting money is the niggas that ratted, and now you follow them behind these rat niggas, and now it's cool. So do you tell these niggas that, oh, we don't care nothing about the snitch no more? So yeah, now you got niggas protecting the snitch, and then you got snitches that's strong. They raccoons. They not only rats, they goons. So they raccoons, you know what I'm saying? So you got a nigga that you call a snitch that's gonna whack you too. So it's best to elevate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta self-realize, you gotta elevate, you gotta change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because if we keep living in these low trenches, these low vibrational parts of our body, we keep living in this physical world, talking about this physical stuff, you're gonna keep going through rat stuff.
Okay,
you know
so I was thinking about this too. If a motherfucker got caught, is a POW a snitch?
Well,
they getting tortured and all kinds of shit.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I signed a waiver with my life when I was initiated, but that was a pass, right? Yeah. And I don't even speak on the affiliation, none of that. So if I was gonna go to the Army and I signed my shit with my life with blood, and you put me in that POW, it's just like when I was a POW in the trenches on the street, or I was a POW in the feds when niggas asking questions then. I ain't got nothing to say, but everybody ain't gonna do what everybody gonna do. Everybody gotta go through their own chambers. Everybody gotta go through that darkness to say, well, this is my position in life. And so for me, I can't budge on that.
And that's what I said. That's how you know it's stand-up niggas, or they wouldn't have torture methods. That's how you know. That's how you know niggas supposed to be stand-up. That's why they got techniques to try to squeeze you.
But the OG told me, he said when I hit the compound, he said, yeah, young nigga. He said, don't think it's something because you ain't tell because you weren't supposed to. He said, because it's those that will and those that wanted to. Mm-hmm. So he said every nigga got a bubble. It just fill up, then bah, you just never know what it's gonna take for the next nigga to tell. So for me, that's how I looked at the game. You know what I'm saying? Like every part of this aspect of this game is nasty. So if you sitting up there and you shifting and moving and a nigga and you kind of causing solidarity with a nigga that's in the street and you think this nigga ain't gonna tell, but both of y'all devils and demons, nigga, what the fuck gonna happen? You in the motherfucking belly of the beast. You know what I'm saying? But see, I'm in the belly of the beast with the honey eating right now. And I don't even know what's going on the outside, but pretty soon that beast gonna be hungry and he gonna want to eat the honey that I'm eating on. So I'm trying to dodge right now. See what I'm saying? Because at all costs, the enemy is coming for you. You know, that enemy is the lower vibrational self. As you grow in enlightenment, so does your enemy. So you never gonna be smarter than the cosmic negative energy that's here right now. So as we grow up this ladder, we go up and down, up and down. We go from God to devil, left to right, left to right. So if I'm constantly in turmoil, but I don't know my direction, and I think that the nigga on the street ain't gonna snitch on me, yeah, I got another thing coming.
Yeah.
So for me,
definitely another game, especially now.
Look, so for me, I wanted to show y'all this too. Look, I ain't gonna even. I'm gonna just put that right there so we can see the year. You see that shit? Say.
Okay,
I ain't gonna put it
93, 9 traits.
Yeah,
74, yeah, 9 traits, yeah.
Exactly. So and then I wanted to show you this how they do you. So they said at 5:23, walking out the fit vehicle, observed 5:26, 6:12, 6:23, 6:34, 6:34. So these is all of the times that they was watching. So they was watching me every 15 minutes. And they had a lot. So they wanted me to tell. So when you put yourself in that predicament, I was in jail 13 times before I went to the feds. So when you put yourself in that predicament, you got plenty of opportunities to do what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
If you was gonna tell, if you was gonna be weak, you should have got out the kitchen a long time ago and tried to find your Christ within you.
And then these niggas be out being CIs on top of that shit. That's some sick shit. That's some wicked sick shit though, man. Just to be around the motherfucker, eat with a nigga, kick it with him, be around his family, share stories, break bread with a nigga, then get up that bitch, be like, fuck your family, nigga, die the street. We used to tell niggas that shit when we was locked up, boy, Mansfield, boy, like, nigga, die in the streets, bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So like a nigga out there, man, you got a nigga locked up, nigga away from his family and everything, talking about die in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Leave a nigga down, man. I done seen some shit, man. I done seen some niggas roll over you never thought be named Rover. You hear what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta keep your distance, man. You just gotta really like live that game the way it live, man. They tell you the shit. Every New York movie, every New York hero is a snitch. Every movie they ever made about a nigga was a snitch, except for Bumpy Johnson, man. You understand what I'm saying? So like they tell you the game right in your face, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Hold on 1 second. Okay, that's why I say everybody got different perspectives. Because as soon as you said New York, the first thing I thought about was the code and Murta. And Murta, you know what Murta? That's strict code of silence by the mafia. Mm-hmm. So that's New York. You know what I'm saying? They executed everybody. That's what the government came out for when they had Joseph Valaki in 1960 for the mafia. They had him. You know what I'm saying? So snitching was always outlawed.
Yeah.
Even in New York.
Every movie they made, every gangster movie they made about a nigga was a rat.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Real New York heroes, they champion them niggas be rats. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's be
that's
real.
Because that's the narrative that the movie industry
even our only gangster that we ever had, Danny Green, he got snitched on by a New York nigga.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that that's the portrayal that they give you, though. That's the portrayal that they give you, because I can name niggas that didn't rat.
Yeah,
I don't know no niggas that ratted personally that on my end that I could count.
I don't affiliate with no rats. I'm talking about New York gangsters, New York movies. Everybody they glorify.
Well, you know the movies coming out that squad is garbage anyway.
But these niggas is locked
Nicky
up for
Barnes was a rat. You know, Frank Lucas, Nicky Barnes, all of them was rats. So anything that they put on that TV is subject to
Sammy the Bull, whoever they want to call out was a rat. Everybody except for Gotti and Bumpy. Gotti and Bumpy, the only two niggas who ain't rat.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, as far as on paper, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's that one nigga name from Black Mass that was out there in Boston? The white boy tearing shit up. You know what I'm saying? He was working with the feds and shit. Him and the fed niggas from the same hood. He was killing niggas. He was telling on the other dealers. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just a vicious game. And it's cool long as you, man, that shit's sad, man. It's cool long as you work. And police hate rats. So it's like, it's just like, is you not supposed to do it? That's why, like I said, they invented torture methods. You ain't even supposed to.
They made it cool. I think, anything that, I'm gonna stick it to what it is. Anything that lower self gonna say that is gonna get me out of trouble and save me is cool. So anytime you working with that lower self, you working with that material world, anything the motherfucker want, they gonna miss that hot bed, that sweet mouth, you know what I'm saying?
Because you all, but to be like on what the question that Grind asked though, is like, is it cool?
Yeah, it's cool
I
because
feel like it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool because it's doing it. It gotta be cool because
it's happening.
everybody doing it.
And I feel like it's happening because like people is people unproven out here. People successful but unproven. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody was caught up to the top, or it was nepotism. So they ain't never had to go through no kind of nothing. They never ever had.
They killed off all the soldiers. That's why they glorify rats, because they know that to kill the soldiers. So anytime a soldier rise, they kill it. So they, you know what I'm saying, they gonna hit you where it hurt. You know what I'm saying? They turned on every game from the inside, you know, because a nigga wanted the money, you know. And so the rats is out there. You know, it's now the question is, that's why it's a question, is it cool? So now
I'm saying,
cool.
so it's like,
so what do you do about it then? What do you do about it? So that's how I approach the situation.
I feel like if you play the game by the code completely, you can avoid most of it, besides the inside CI type nigga shit. Like the shit that Lil Durk going through with the nigga Jam supposed to be wearing the wire on him the whole trip type shit. Like that's unavoidable. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. But like, if you just live the game and life according to how you're supposed to, by like protecting your circle, your 360, keeping God cipher divine, like regardless of how you moving, you gonna have full control of your universe. Of course, it's gonna be motherfucking black holes coming in trying to attack you and shit, but you still go see them a mile away and have ways to set up.
I think that if you working with, you know what I'm saying, that energy of self-gratification, you gonna see black holes. But once you stop working with that self-gratification energy, you stop seeing black holes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I pose the question. If it's snitching cool, and then if it ain't cool, then what do you do about it? Yeah, I agree. You work within your circle, you work within your 360, or you work within your 33rd vertebrae. You work within the science, you work within your body, you work within your chakra system. Because if we say, you know, I can't never tell a man not how to feed his family. But what I tell a man is that when you feed your family, educate yourself at the same token. So while you educate yourself and you're getting you a trade and you putting your money to the side, you reevaluating yourself, because as men, we're supposed to grow in stature. We don't supposed to stay the same. We're supposed to have an alchemical process. We're supposed to come from children to men. So that's what we got to do about it, you know, because at one point in time, I thought that it wasn't nothing else but hustling. Period. My first job was a barber. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving a testimony. I ain't bragging, because I don't do that no more. But I tell you how to come out of that. You see what I'm saying? So for me, that's my objective. My objective is anybody under the sound of my voice that can hear me can ask me, how do I come out of the situation that I'm in? And I try to guide a light or point them in a direction to where somebody else can get them a light to shine on, because that's how I look at the situation. Because I sold cocaine. You know what I'm saying? My jackets say that. So I can say that today because I don't sell cocaine no more. Not because I'm against it. It's because I evaluated myself. Not because they told me that, oh, you're going to get time. No, I didn't rat. So my plug there, my niggas is there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Everything still got your face card. Everything
is right. Yeah. Everything is still in place. The only thing changed was my integrity to myself, because at first the nigga was like, oh, he that nigga's a. I might have thought they said, oh, that nigga's a bitch. You know, that nigga's a deadbeat. What is that nigga doing? You know. So for me, a lot of integrity was in place. So when I'm trying to change my life, my integrity came into play. So now you got to look at yourself. Is your better self greater than who you think you are? You telling you this or you that? You know, you trying to save face on who you is. Take your time, do your charge, do that time, and maybe you might awaken in prison. You see what I'm saying? Because that prison ain't nothing but a prison, because you could be on the street and be in prison. So a lot of people in prison on the street because they don't know which direction to turn. So that's what I say about it. Take that imprisonment that you already got, no matter if you're going to jail, no matter if you're sitting in your home, or no matter, like the Bible say, if a man has a problem with his wife, he should go in the attic. If the man is in the attic, nigga, go in the attic and get some salvation. Because at this point, what I see with the snitch shit, with niggas, you know what I'm saying, changing their character because of what they see on TV. Because from 60s and 70s or whatever, when I was born in 74, If you like what you like, that was your business. That's still how I feel. That's your business. When you didn't put dresses on every black man and you done told every black man that that's cool, and now you done telling every black man that snitching is cool, where are we going with this? So now don't be black no more. Don't be black. Find your culture. Find you a source. Don't be black no more. Because what they want you to do, they want you to be black, they want you to sell dope, they want you to pop pills. We're going to fall right into that stereotypical culture again, and we ain't going to never find our way out. So is snitching cool? Hell no, snitching ain't cool. Snitching ain't cool. Ratting ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Beating on your broad ain't cool. Ain't none of it cool. But my point is, when do you self-evaluate to where not only are you not snitching, you're not even being hit with the darkness no more? Because in my life, I've been so dark and I went down in the trenches of the subconscious so where darkness don't even come to me no more. Because I'm already protected. I've seen shadows hiding around the corner. Why? Because of the snitch. Because I'm thinking I'm shifting and moving, but I know that these rats is out here. You know, so I feel everything you're saying, but however, I want the person to know that, yeah, snitching ain't cool. But if you do get into a situation to where the problem comes to where, damn, should I tell all my mans? Or should I take these 20 years? I'm gonna tell you because I did 10 in the feds. Bro, go to the feds, go do your time, take it up like a man, find you some salvation in prison. You know what I'm saying? Because when they crashing out and then they hit the county jail down there in the county where we at, it's nasty. So I've been to county jails and you know, up north. They clean, you know. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers, they got shit. Don't come pick me up right now.
It's only like that in the suburbs up here in Cleveland.
Right.
You go down into the county down this bitch, you stacked on top of that. We ain't even got a city jail no more. Everything in the county. We ain't even got a workhouse up this bitch no more. Everything is in the county, man. They dogging niggas in this bitch, boy. All you gotta do is just stay far away from it, man. You know, I stay connected with my people who lock, man. You know, take calls and money. You know, keep it solid and shit. But like, I don't know nothing else.
That's right.
I don't know nothing else about that shit. They done changed to flip that bitch so much, man. They got these niggas so programmed and comfortable living down that bitch, man. They could gamble. They got cable and shit on their TVs and shit. When I left in 2009, they just started putting the workout shit in the middle of the pod. So you could just work out in the pods. You ain't even gotta go on the yard to hit the pull-up bar. You could just come out your door and just jump right on the bar. You know what I'm saying? They just try to make you so comfortable down that bitch. And that's why they stop letting brothers get educations. You can't get your diploma up here. I don't know if it's nationwide, but up here, you can't go to college and get no college diploma unless you under 5 years. So all the brothers who down there doing 20 and shit with all that knowledge, they just sitting on that shit, can't even get a degree for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't even get recognized for their shit until they under 5 years. You know what I mean? So like, that shit deep. So I think they doing shit like that because like you got niggas like Tookie and them and Larry Hoover and them who turned their life around writing books and stuff and reaching out to the youth, trying to turn the youth around. They got all that education behind them. So it's really hard for y'all to argue. So I think
when I went to prison, bro, I didn't have an education. I didn't have a GED. I dropped out. You know what I'm saying? So I got my diploma in the feds. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be honest with you. If I didn't have a wife and kids at the time, you go to the feds or you go to the joint. Like when I was coming up with the homies, going to the joint, you get your stripes. So I'm just keep it real. Going to the joint, you get your stripes. So if you
was all young like that, everybody, you know.
Yeah. So if you wilding out in the street and then nigga get to the joint and he gonna think some niggas gonna think that shit cool. So why you thinking that shit cool? Let that be your cool. Don't snitch. So let that shit go to the joint, be cool, do your time, and don't snitch. Because I got homies right now that ain't got outdates, and then the ones that did get outdates. Like Meech and them, I'm like, nigga, how the fuck this nigga get out day? This nigga pardon a nigga. No, nigga ain't get pardoned. Nigga get out and then he got all of the town, he got that. That's because the feds supplied them. Ain't no nigga bringing in no damn, excuse my language, but ain't nobody bringing in no cocaine, just like wasn't nobody bringing in no cocaine in the 70s. So you got niggas out here clowns, you know, because they don't even know what they getting into. They saying he should honor Meech and this, that, and the other. And well, 50 did what he's supposed to do by getting on and getting in the industry and getting out the street. That's what he was supposed to do. Whether he ratted or whatever he did, he elevated his consciousness. He got in his business. He standing on business, and Meech got out, and the nigga's a sucker. You know what I'm saying? When he put all that fake shit and gold in them teeth, that's goofy to me though. You know, because why be a goofy when you could have got out, you could have educated a nigga, you could have told him how it was in the joint, you could have told him how you missed your family, you could have told him all of this, you could have educated yourself, bought some crypto, got yourself together, bubbled up, and still get the same thing. But you want to be on TV ratting and playing games with 50 Cent, he's already a mogul. I don't understand that. Because get your paper first. Once you get your paper and you educate yourself, you can move on out the way. Or you
then we know he got the paper. We know the man ain't hurting. So
I don't know nothing about him.
So the man's just running in place.
I don't know nothing about him because if you read the stats, 50 say they begging to come back. Ain't no more shows.
Damn.
Yeah, 50 posted that. He posted that text between him and the Junior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel 50 on principle basis though. Just being a man of any mean, but like just being a real live man, like gangster, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I took care, I looked out for you. My brother with you, your family. Your brother go home and hang out with the enemy. You go home and take pictures with the enemy. Like that's the kind of shit that's acceptable out here. They got Woody on Pop the Balloon challenges and shit.
Yeah.
Like
who is that? Who is Woody?
YSL Woody.
YSL Woody, man, dude who testified on Young Thug.
See, that's sickening, man.
Like they got him, man. You know, man, the city was in the uproar and shit, boy. Somebody had flew him out here. He was at one of the clubs out here and shit. You hear me? Somebody in the book, YSL Woody, man. Niggas was out this bitch tripping. You hear me?
No.
Like this nigga really getting paid for walkthroughs.
I agree with you though, OG. When the motherfucker they taking care of you, and they didn't put bread in your pocket, nigga holler, you should have money. Nigga, I that nigga mama and them in Detroit. And with the same house they left him in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't on the street no more, so I ain't gonna be too gangster with it. Yeah. But on the real talk, they ain't leave they because how you gonna leave something? I don't give a damn if you got multi-millionaire status with them bricks. Them bricks don't work in prison and they don't build credit.
No.
So them bricks don't accrue no interest.
No.
I'm telling you from being in there.
Them shits must go.
I had to pay for my lawyer because I didn't want a public defender, but that didn't help nothing. So them bricks and them lies these niggas telling about, oh, they didn't did this, they didn't did that. Yeah, I you know, if you got a 20-year run in the game, you could have been snitching in if you ask me. If you got a 22-year run in the game and now you finally get caught up. Nigga, you was always soft. Look how he did his connecting and BMF in the video. You didn't went around the nigga that then plugged you with your fam, then hooked you up, then put you in the game, then put your brother in the game, and you gonna go back door him. And it's soft stuff. Yeah. That's soft. So he did the same thing to 50.
Yeah.
No character, no balance, no nothing. So them niggas is to be expected. Rats. You know, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I feel like hell is like this. This is how I feel, man. I feel like hell is gonna have your rats. They gonna have your hustlers. Cause when I was gonna go to hell, like real shit. Cause if I had died before, you know, I found myself, I was gonna go to hell. So had I went to hell, I knew hell was gonna be what it was. Niggas gonna be kicking it, ratting. They were gonna be doing all of this lunacy shit, right? So if I felt that hell was then. When I died, I asked myself, damn, I want to keep living in hell right now on earth. I want to keep living in this hell. Mm-hmm. So it's like, man, what the fuck am I thinking about? I had to rearrange my mind and change because hell is real, because hell is right now in the nigga mind. He out there, he running around, he looking over his shoulder. He can't move the right way. So he really gonna have to figure it out. Am I gonna tell? Because you're
that's
gonna
what it
get
is.
caught up.
Because you gotta wake up at some point. You gotta wake up.
You gotta wake up.
And
so what happened to bro, man?
I don't know what the hell just happened, to be honest.
Mm.
I was just gonna see if he was gonna pop back up.
All right. You might have to send him the invite again. But yeah, man, it's a good topic, man, because I feel like your brother feel, at the end of the day, man, take care of your business and take care of the people that take care of you.
You got to,
rolling
man.
together, if we rolling together and something happen and I go down, take care of me, take care of the people that take care of you. So I don't agree with Charleston White. I don't even watch Charleston White, but I know they out here with the lunacy right now, man. They got the lunacy bag. Any nigga that can come with a funny story and hand out some money is running for the company.
Or be a some kind of personality to people, period. You know what I mean? And that's another thing I wanted to say something about is that it just seemed like you gotta be this crazy personality to get noticed. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude 607 Unk and you got what's his name? Orlando Brown and you just gotta be some kind of character or something, man. You know what I mean?
Energy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you just can't be normal. You know what I mean?
Like you can't be yourself.
You can't have a brain. Yeah, just be like that.
Right.
Oh, he said his battery died.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so the battery died.
All right. What we on the time?
Let me see. We are. Oh, we had an hour already anyway. So I mean.
Yeah, that's cool though. But let's you know how we do. We don't just end it.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you had something else that you wanted to come with. As far as the snitch thing.
I pretty much got everything I wanted out. I really wanted to ask questions tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just to pique the minds. See how people think about certain things. Because some people is cool with letting certain stuff be what it is or whatever like that.
Right.
Some people be like, oh, they make excuses for it and stuff like that. It's cool because they was fucking his baby mama and all that shit. The shit they did with 6ix9ine and all that stuff. Now it ain't cool, man. You know what I mean? Because these are the same niggas you was running with. These same niggas put you on. You knew what type. You said you was a street nigga. You said it. So I mean, what you ain't used to street niggas trying to fuck your bitch and your bitch lame because she let them do it. So I mean, what you got to say? You can't say you got scared, nigga. You got scared, and I think people like that anyway be plants. Just like I think most of the music artists now today they plants. You know what I'm saying? I think they are informers and shit to get close to other niggas that you know what I'm saying. Because when you got somebody out there with some money, people be just fucking with people just because they got the money. Just like everybody was fucking with Diddy. They knew what the fuck Diddy was doing. You know what I'm saying? But he paying checks. You know what I'm saying? He giving out checks. So as long as this nigga pay me, I keep my mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. So it's
convenient, I tell.
No, that shit ain't never cool. That shit never cool. Then we got comment. They said that shit never cool. It's never cool.
Never cool.
It's never cool. It's never cool. You can't
justify
you can't justify that. You can't make that acceptable in no type of way. No type of way, bro. Ain't no way around it.
Because I think like honestly though, man, just I gotta always keep it like where I'm at with it. It's like at 50, because like I said, I look at y'all as me. That's how I flip it. And I think I still kind of, I think I look young. But anyway, man, I think like for real, just if you own that path, like I said before, it's hard to get off the path. So if you're on that path, know what comes with the path. But at the same token, if you can flip the path and you got the opportunity to I personally feel if you made it to the channel, that means you in a room to grow, because we got so different in ages. So if I was talking to my 27, 30-year-old self, and I would say, look, bro, this is what it is right now. I went to prison at 28. I say, look, bro, this is what it is right now. You got a hell of a lot of shit up against you. You married, you got kids, you know what I'm saying? But if you hustling, you should have some bread.
Right.
And then you got to figure out what's your next move. If you don't owe nobody, you might can get an education. I became a barber late. That's a whole different story. You might can become an electrician, regardless of the goofy stuff, because some niggas be like, oh, that nigga, that's soft. Yeah, it is soft though. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes you do feel kind of like, damn, when you from that life, you feel like, man, but I'm gonna be honest, man.
I know how that feels.
Yeah.
I know how that
If you're looking for a change and you feel like being yourself is being too different, that's perfect, because we've been in the society of everybody moving in one way. It's about individuality. It's about honing in on your own self and becoming a creative being. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to caught up in a situation, like I said before, if it's 911, call 911. You gotta do what you gotta do though, for real. I'm never gonna say the person, get out the game, do what you gotta, nah. But you gotta figure it out, because I made it to be alive. So you either go be dead or in jail.
Oh, you back now?
It's about honing in on your own self and becoming a creative.
You gotta mute the video.
So if you want to caught up in a situation, like I said before, if it's 911, call 911. You gotta do what you gotta do for real.
All right, there we go. But
yeah, man, it's been a great build once again.
My fault, y'all. My fault. I ain't mean to fuck up the rhythm. My fault, y'all. But yeah, man, like y'all talking that real spill, man. Everything is about being stand up, man. If your character ain't stand up, man. And that's why I be talking to the youth. When I talk to the young cats and the young niggas in the hood, I be in the trenches, man. Like Clarence the 13th X, man. You hear me? Like, I come straight from the cloth, man. Look at the man I learned from Dad at the dice game. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just life is like that. So when I be talking to the youth and shit, every chance I get, I always try to tell them, like, man, I'm talking to myself, young. I'm traveling back in time talking to me, man. You feel what I'm saying? I try to let them know, man. At that point, I become a time traveler and try to give them the grapes and shit. Don't try to tell them to change their life, cold turkey and all this sucker shit and shit. But you just got to give them the grapes and let them know, man. You go left, you go stay left. You go right, you go stay right, man. You go run into a wall either way, and you got to figure out how to get through that wall, man. So like just run around this motherfucker all willy-nilly, choosing to pick when you have morals and choosing to pick when your character stand up, that ain't gonna work for you in life, man. It ain't gonna lead unto your downfall and leave you with a disarrayed family out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, with no character, no judgment and shit. So to sum it up though, like, ratting is nothing good. It's immoral. It's no principle driven shit. It's unrighteous shit. Judas snitched on Jesus, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit. They let you know right there how detrimental snitching is and shit, man. The thing is about it, man, stay in your lane. Don't try to be who you not. If you're not with the shits, find something to be with. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, you like basketball, can't hoop, learn how to be a manager. Right. You like music, you can't rap, try to make beats, be an agent. You feel what I'm saying? Get into what you like out here, man. You feel what I'm saying? Unapologetically, man. You know what I'm saying? So like all this gotta be down shit. And these motherfucking parents, these my age parents and shit like that, man. What the fuck is y'all doing? Teach y'all kids right. These y'all kids out here terrorizing the streets. They fathers and mothers ain't ever been through shit for real and out here trying to teach these little niggas the game. You feel what I'm saying? This they first time living. They jumping off the porch at 30 and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, it's fucked up. Like, so you got these crybaby gangsters out here. You know what I'm saying? You got these.
Like you said Clarence 13X.
Yeah, man.
And I'm gonna check out on today's mathematics. You know what I'm saying? Equal wisdom. You know. So the number 2 is wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Because of the date, 1/30/25. I ain't gonna give you math because I ain't gonna get a public the math because they ain't in the cipher today. So today is wisdom, and that's all it's gonna take a little bit, man. It's a little bit of wisdom to control your, your environment. You know what I'm saying? To step out the way a little bit. If it's to do your time because you ain't snitching, or if it's to bag up out the game and reevaluate yourself.
Yeah, jail can save your life sometime, nigga. Sit the fuck down somewhere.
Yep. So for me, I'm
that's your neck, nigga.
Peace and love and healing to the family. Peace and love and healing to y'all.
Peace, bro. Peace, man.
Love, brother.
All right, man.
Sir, love.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This shit was real, man. Like for real, I think because people don't talk about it no more. They just laugh at it now. It's a joke. It's funny. It's entertaining. You know what I mean? But it ain't reflecting on no lives behind it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like people ain't trained with the same morals. It's all come back to morals and household upbringing and shit. You know what I'm saying? They find it's cool to backstab. Sometimes that's the only way they can use their brain is to do ignorant shit and foul shit to people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so like everybody know that shit wrong, but it's dangerous because people still loving these people. You still dealing with a nigga who dealing with a snitch. You put yourself under the line of fire, man.
Yeah. I mean, especially the nigga that's still dealing with the snitch. You know what I'm
saying? And you know better too, cause like you know if you dealing with the snitch, nigga, you under the microscope too. Like damn, he probably told too before.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And then you cool with him, them niggas might be lining your dumb ass up. You know what I'm saying? Or niggas staying away from you. You losing business and prosperity and shit because of your affiliation with these motherfuckers. Yeah. So you need to just go ahead and find your own righteous path, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and let you close up, man. Already jumped out and jumped back in.
Now you good. You
know, not leaving my
shit happen, man. But shit, man. If you know, anytime you want to come up, man, you could come on, be a guest host, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you, man. I know you're gonna be in and out though, so I ain't.
I pop up, man. Whenever I'm free for real, I pop up. Whenever I think I got it lined up, you know what I'm saying. But like, keep this shit going, man.
All right, bro. I love you, bro.
All right, love you too, boy.
All right, man. That's it, man. Hey, man, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe for us, y'all, man. You know what I mean? We got way more messages and stuff to come out, man. We got a lot of shit to do, man. So, yeah, man. You already know. Do you be listening, though?
Niggas, man. Let me show them how to do this shit. Man, I had the world on me. Even when my tank was on E, it wasn't nothing in this world that could ever stop me. And if a nigga tried, I would have to leave him sloppy, call him Joe or something. I'll leave him in the flow or something. I was out here about that dough or nothing. Just a young nigga lost, you couldn't tell me nothing. Man, this rap shit was a gift, the Lord gave me something. Mama kicked me out, cause I wasn't hearing nothing. Yeah, she told me kick stones, cause I thought I was grown. Pops was chasing that fix, yeah, that nigga was gone. Bro was down for a nickel, so I'm all on my own. Had to grow up fast, leave my childhood alone. Then my whole life changed when I picked up a chrome. My nigga taught me how to cook, but I left that shit alone. Found something better for me, put the gun to his dome. Tell him give it all up, or I'm sending him home. Young nigga in the zone, with a world full of problems. Jumped off the porch early, running around with the goblins. I was out there in the trenches, fuck going to college. If you can make it out of this, then you really a scholar. This shit here make you think, are you really a monster? I remember thinking, damn, I got the devil on me, but I don't give a fuck, bitch, I got this metal on me. I make my own fucking rules, I'm a rebel, homie. Head full of steam, goddamn, I got a kettle on me. I did my dirt by my lonely, ain't no telling on me. Trust issues, whole life people belling on me. Young aggravated nigga was becoming a menace. Did too much dirt, now I'm filthy, yeah, I'm far from unblemished. But I was so mixed in, you should call me a chemist. Couldn't see nothing wrong when I was adding up digits. I done lost so many niggas, learned that death was a given. I'm smoking blunts, drinking liquor, yeah, I'm fucking these bitches. Smelling myself, and my mind couldn't say I would win it. Whole heart turning cold, losing love left in it. Feeling like Master P, I ain't got no limit. With no hope for the future, I ain't got no vision. The only teachers that I had was killers, gangsters, and dealers. I was doomed from the stars, the streets made me a villain. All this pain locked in and desperate need for a healing. Couldn't trust nobody around me, cause they all killers. Nigga, if this was Texas holding, bitch, I'm all in it. See these rap niggas timid, bitch, I'm authentic. Hoodie up, mask on, and I say let's get it. Can't believe I ain't dead, somebody almost did it. Guess it just wasn't my time, man, life real twisted. That same nigga pushing daisies wasn't built for this living. But who the fuck am I to judge? I could've been that nigga. Only the strong can survive this shit. You gotta live it to talk about this shit. Only the strong can survive this shit. You gotta live it to talk about this shit.